Menopause, it's not really something that people really talk about until they get to a certain age, but it's something that's going to happen to everyone.
Being 36 and experiencing hot flashes has been really difficult.
It is okay to talk about it, it's just that we don't want to talk about it because we're afraid of what other people think of us.
But maybe it's something we should all be talking about a bit more.
The symptoms of the menopause will probably affect every woman in one way or another. But while the average age in the UK stands at 51, symptoms can begin a lot earlier. Diagnosing them is not always that easy, and that's a big problem for a lot of women. I'm off to meet Amy, who at just 36 is already dealing with menopause.
Hi Amy, I'm Amy, nice to meet you. How are you?
I had really chronic problems and symptoms all the way through my teenage and adult life. It was really debilitating. Sometimes it was really difficult to go to work with those symptoms. I had no real concept about what the menopause might mean or even what the word meant. We reached a point where a hysterectomy was inevitable and was deemed an emergency.
While Amy has been affected unusually young, around 1 in 100 women in the UK start to see symptoms earlier than expected. But spotting the signs can be hard.
For years, patients have come in saying, I've been to see my GP and they put me on antidepressants, or, I went in and they looked a bit blank and they got the drug Bible out and looked at all the menopause formulations and didn't really know where to start. So evidently they haven't had the training that they need.
We decided to put an FOI request, Freedom of Information request, into all the universities that have medical schools to find out exactly what is being taught. 41% of those medical schools are offering no mandatory training.
We've come to see Carolyn Harris. She's the Swansea East MP and she's spoken quite a lot about her own difficult experiences going through menopause, but now she just wants to do something about it.
Being a woman spurred me to do this. When I went to my doctor with my depression, I didn't really know what the menopause was, and I was 50 at the time. It's because it wasn't talked about. I came up with this whole raft of things I wanted to change, including doctors' training, including education, including workplace practices, and we've drawn up a bill.
So yeah, Karen, just someone I want to introduce you to. This is Amy.
Hello, Amy. How are you? Lovely to see you.
For women like Amy and Carolyn, experience of the menopause has not always been good. But they're hoping that if this bill can pass and more training is put in place for medics, then in future the story might be very different.
For everyone to learn about the menopause, we need doctors, GPs to know more about the menopause so that they are better equipped to diagnose and prescribe.
The three things that we need are: we need professional education, we need public information, and we need better support.
One of the biggest things is having a conversation. Other women probably have experienced the same symptoms as I have, and had we been discussing it more openly, they could have maybe alerted me to what was happening. Yeah, it's been an interesting ride.
It's probably the most that I've ever actually talked about menopause ever in a day. It's weird hearing from both Amy and Carolyn, two people with very different experiences but ultimately gone through the same thing. But yeah, just shown how varied the experience is, and that in itself does suggest maybe we should all be talking about this a bit more, really.